Peace and namaste, everybody. Welcome to Monday morning, not church. Got my little NDE button on over here, but it doesn't seem quite straight. There it is. Hey, everybody. Thanks for being here this morning. So, I had this conversation in the past few days with somebody who was feeling very anxious about the chaos in where he lives. And it seems like drivers are driving crazy on the highways and cutting people off and cutting into line. And he feels like that there's chaos erupting all around him. And he asked me, what should I do about it? Well, it's kind of always the same answer. It's cultivate calm breath. Cultivate your calm breath in your meditative life now, every day, and then you have access to this calmness that you develop over a long period of time inside yourself. There's an accumulation. We've talked about this. We've talked about how if you practice your meditation on a daily basis, you get to carry your battery power, your electrical. It's like charging up your battery. You charge up your battery to 100%. And then through the day, you dispense it a little bit here, a little bit there, and your battery goes down and eventually it ends up at empty, but then you recharge it again. This is a cultivation of calmness. That's what meditation, one of the things it does. It cultivates a calmness inside, and then that gets to be lived in the world. And instead of being reactive to the circumstances that you find yourself in, somebody is um, angry at you and you're reacting with anger in response, you take a few breaths, access this peace inside you. And then instead of being reactive, you get to be a little responsive. You respond, but not react. I'm not sure if that's a accurate way of saying it, but it's pretty close. So meditation not only leads over a long period of time to an illumination of the self, it leads every day to a cultivation of peace and calmness that gets to be used. You get to use this in your daily life. It's powerful. So imagine this, somebody cuts you off. You're in the grocery line. I love to use the grocery line in the summertime where I live. A lot of tourists show up here and they bring their Boston, their Philadelphia, their New York, their Chicago with them. And basically, what that means is you don't see the person standing next to you. Country living generally means you actually see the person living next to you because they're your neighbor. And even if you haven't seen them or met them before, everybody treats each other, at least where I live, with the kindness, it's a social greasing of the rails. But when people come in and they're used to not seeing people on the sidewalk, they're walking by people, they're kind of shoving around. How do you respond to that? Well, you could shove back, right? But that ends up in violence to violence. Instead, if you cultivate this calmness and peace inside yourself, you then respond with peace when confronted with this sort of social chaos. I can't change the culture around me. I can change myself and my response to it. And meditation is a huge part of that in my life. The calmer I become on a daily basis, the more I cultivate this inside myself, the more I get to respond to the world around me out of the source of myself rather than responding to the sources outside me. It's not perfect. It's definitely not perfect. I was driving, seeing my mom on the Cape, and on my way home, maybe 4 exits from my mom, I was in the right lane, just, with cruise control, listening to my book, and somebody came blowing by me on the left side, maybe 20 over the limit, which is fine. Sometimes I do that too. But this person was trying to make the exit, which was coming up right in front of me, and he cut over so fast that I had to move into the emergency lane, so I'd missed the last foot of his car, which would have hit the first foot of my car. And I just zoom right over and zoom, he goes by me, and I'm like, "Hey." I give him a salute, and then I started having all this anxiety, not anxiety, but anger. I was like, "Well, that guy who was so and so," and then I caught myself. I caught myself, and I thought to myself, "Take a breath. Take a few breaths. Let this go." Nothing actually happened. He didn't actually hit me. Who knows what was going on in his life? Instead of me carrying around this anger at him all day long, instead I cultivated my peace. In my car, shut off the audiobook, began my chant. I didn't close my eyes because that's crazy on the highway. You don't close your eyes on the highway. You keep driving, but you same thing in the grocery store. Same thing anywhere. When this sort of reactiveness erupts, one can take breaths because one has a cultivation of this inside oneself and access the center of yourself and bring peace to yourself and bring peace to the world around you. Meditation just isn't about connecting to the divine, it's about connecting to the world around us through this divine peace. And it brings peace to ourselves. The guy who cut me off, man, he probably had no idea that I was upset. He probably didn't even know that he missed me by inch because I pulled out of the way. He might not even have noticed, but I did. And so he drove off and maybe never had a memory of it. Me, yeah, I had my emotional stress about it, but I brought myself back to peace and calm. And this is what can happen. You can cultivate a calm breath. That's how to navigate the world and not be reactive to it. Cultivate it inside yourself. Super simple. Exactly what you're working on today, huh, Tim? Me too. Oh, my smile's amazing. Thanks, Manuel. Thanks, man. Um, you make me blush. Okay, so all right, I'm gonna set my timer for 20 minutes. That's the wrong. I even got so befuddled there. I opened up the wrong thing. Anyway, I'm gonna set my timer for 20 minutes for our meditation time. You can follow my breath if you want to. I'm gonna begin with 3 ohms as we always do to kind of bring this energy up inside myself, settle myself in my body. My feet are flat on the floor. My hands are in this sort of shape on my lap, right, um, tucked up tight. My thumbs are touching my belly button, and my back is straight. My legs are calm. I calm my face down. Remember to relax all your muscles. Oop, there we go. Little twist of the spine there. Shake it all up. All right, I can put my mask on here. See you in 20 minutes or so. Thanks for being here. If you're here for the first time, pick a prayer word. Love, peace, prayer from your childhood, a mantra that you know that you learned, a chant that you know, a poem, lyrics. Pick something that's short, follow your breath, ride it down to your belly, ride it back out your nose. My friends who've been here for a while, when your mind wanders, oh yeah, of course, come back to your chant, come back to your prayer. But my friends who've been here for a while, I'm going to be driving my prana up again today. I'm going to collect it in my root chakra and my sacral chakra. I'm going to pull in my muscles. I'm going to drive this thing right up. And I'm going to do that for quite a number of breaths. And then I'm going to relax into my practice and just ride my breath down to my root, down to my sacral, depending on where I go, and back up to my third eye or out my crown, one or the other. We're going to see how that goes. I move around inside my meditative life. I don't. I move from chakra to chakra. I link different chakras. We'll talk about that more tomorrow. Let's remind me to talk more about the how to link your chakras tomorrow as on our Zoom group, which is live, and the link is not below. Even though I'm pointing below, you have to go to peterpanagore.love and sign up for the subscription for the email, so that you can get tomorrow's Zoom link. It comes out a couple hours ahead of time. Here we go. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Appreciate that. Helps a lot. Here we go. This, of course, is to cultivate heaven within us. meditation, centering practice. Pull in your muscles, lower diaphragm, anus. Calm breath. Relax. When your mind wanders, go back to your prayer. Peace to be with all of you today. Thanks for being here with me. Peace and love. I'll see you tomorrow. Zoom live, 9 a.m. Link at my website, peterpanagore.love. Thanks for your support. I'm here to help. Your support helps me. Thank you all. There's a flashy smile for you. Peace and love and namaste, everybody. Thanks for being here, sharing this energy together.